doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝐀𝐌𝐀𝐙𝐎. If you haven't met me, nice to meet you, and I'm so glad we can get acquainted. Today we're going to be renovating a room in my apartment, and I am very excited because I've been wanting to do this for probably since I moved in. A little peek into my lore. 2 years ago, I was living in Miami and life got crazy, couldn't do it anymore. So I moved to the Bahamas. I've been going back and forth between here and Miami, but when I landed, my man immediately drove us to this beautiful beach house condo situation. And immediately when I walked in, I knew I was about to crash out of here, you know, for real. It was spacious. It had all the elements of what I would need. There wasn't much that I needed to do to elevate the room or elevate the environment of the apartment. I just needed to throw a little paint, you know, add a little bit of decor and see what's looking like. Since staying here, I've been traveling so much and procrastinating so much. I haven't done much besides paint a wall, which I added that video to my YouTube channel if you haven't seen. And it did a complete 180 to the space. The vibes when you walk in feel more comfy, and it doesn't feel like an eyesore just seeing this big poop green wall sticking out. I'm guessing they went with the poopy green because it matches the tiles in the kitchen that I also hate. But now that I've been home a little bit more, I really want to lock in and just see what beauty I can create for y'all in this apartment. And always love home renovation. Architectural Digest knows my body down. I watched 72 Questions really to just see the crib. This is a series I'm going to be featuring on my channel a lot more because I'm obsessed with home renovation, and there's a lot that I can do to this apartment to show you guys and honestly expose you to maybe doing it to your place, because I know in this economy you gotta freak something a little bit. You gotta make shit shake. And baby, I done lived in a living room bedroom where I had a clothing rack as my closet. I know how to finesse a vibe. We're going to be renovating my beauty room. I've always wanted a beauty room, and thanks to my wonderful man, I am now able to have it. I usually had my bedroom and just a vanity inside, but now I have a separate space where I can literally like transport my mind and get some content done, do my face, get ready, and it kind of just feels like my own little sector of the house where I can beautify myself. But I can't say the walls or the interior match the exact aesthetic that I leave the room with. I done did my little one too, but it needs a few more things to just make it give tycoon. The first step for me of renovating any room is find out the vibe that I'm going for, find out the color scheme I'm going for. So that's exactly what I did. I went on Pinterest, typed in office guest room or home closet, and look for pictures and examples that encompass what I want to feel when I walk in, what I want it to look like. Does this color scheme fit my wardrobe? Like, what am I going for was the clear question of what I needed to answer. So after weeks and weeks and weeks, and honestly up until this point, it's been damn near 2 years, I've figured out what I want. And I want to go for like a Barbie's beach house light vibe, but I'm still on the edgier side. So I need those blacks and metals, chain. I need that vibe in there also. The place where I spend my most time in this room is my vanity. So this is the first box that I really want to check on it. The first aspect that I wanted was the beach house aspect. So I typed that in on Pinterest, looked up a whole bunch of beach house designs, the layouts of where they put their furniture, bedrooms. What gives a beach house that airy by the beach feeling? Then I looked into aesthetic, colorful apartments and combined the two. The vanity I was working with came with the apartment, and it just was not giving mahogany, teak wood, Marilyn Monroe vibes. It wasn't fitting the aesthetic. You ain't finding no cheap vanities on this island, and to import it, you're gonna pay double. So I automatically knew I'm not gonna be buying a brand new vanity. Let's see if I can build something, which I did. So me and Bae went ahead and built myself like a vanity out of some wood pallets that we found. But the most important part of the vanity was the mirror. I went on Facebook Marketplace looking for a mirror, and child knows that's a hit or miss because who knows what's gonna be up there, if anything. And the prices that people charge for the smallest, most insignificant items is psychotic. I saw somebody selling a bathroom mirror that you would find literally in a gas station. You know the part in the movie where somebody needs to get away and shave their head, dye it black, and put on a whole different outfit? This is the mirror that it was giving. They tried to sell that for $125. Let your phone die and cut your charger in half. But luckily enough, after weeks and months of searching, I found this beautiful brown, I don't know, juicy couture mirror. And it was kind of nostalgic because growing up, my mama always had this big, huge silver mirror in her house that she said she will never throw away, she will never give away. She has it in her salon now, but it kind of gave me a design that was reminiscent of that. So I was like, yes, this is immediately what I want. And fuck that, it was huge. I can see me and my generations before generations in this goddamn mirror for things like $70 on Facebook Marketplace. Now listen, I knew immediately I won't pay him that, but we did a nice negotiation situation and we got him down to 50. He came, dropped it off, and it was filthy. And it sat inside of my beauty room for about 8 months. But today is now the day where we transform her from a basic bitch to a beach Barbie. Oh! I'm very, very excited. So enough of the rambling. Let's just go to the big booty beauty room and get this going. All right. Full transparency. The room look a goddamn mess. But I wanted to not do too much to it because I kind of wanted the transformation to be a little more drastic. But I wanted to show you guys the room before we even start. We have this, my bed. I don't even know what that is. Clean clothes. This is clean clothes. And the reason why I have clean clothes everywhere is because I don't have really a place to put the clothes that don't hang up. If you understand what I'm saying, ladies. Y'all know. Certain clothes hang up, certain clothes fold up, like tube tops, bikinis, things like that. And I don't have a dresser here. The dresser I was going to bring when we moved broke into pieces. We just haven't gotten a new one, honestly. Thankfully, me and Adam just picked up a cabinet and I just need to spray paint it and put it back together. So I have a place to put my clothes away. But as for right now, I just took them out of all of the bins and bags and closets and just put all of my clean clothes on top of the bed so that when I put the dresser together, I could pretty much just fold them and put them away. This is also clean clothes, a picture of me, of pictures that I want to hang on the wall. Then I have my jewelry, my books, my wigs that I'm going through, just everything, and got an exact place of where I wanted to go, and I don't like that. And I just want it to look like a flow when you walk in the room and not here. I wanted to give cute Airbnb, but the first order of business is going to be here. This is where I spend most of my time. This is where I'm at for a majority of the time that I spend in this room. This is my vanity. This desk we built out of wood pallets and it's pretty sturdy, like not mad at it. This is like trash because I was cleaning out the closets and all of that stuff. So like you can see, I left the room pretty fucked up. So this is where the mirror is going. And yeah, I just want to show you guys a before of what it looks like without the mirror. And before I organize it. So now that you guys have seen the case, I'm gonna show you the diamond that go in it. Let's go. All right, so this is our mirror. Hefty girl, takes up her space, large and in charge as she should. She has a little bit of blemishes. She's a little bit of a dirty gal. She needs a bath. I just laid out this tarp because this is dirty as shit. And I don't want to get my rug filthy with whatever mystery mixture of concrete this could possibly be. I already started cleaning this a couple days ago. Well, honestly, was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. Definitely 2 days ago. Wouldn't have done it 2 days in a row. I was saying it could have possibly been sitting inside of like a storage unit, or you know how people have like warehouses and they just put old furniture in there. Since the mirror was so filthy and honestly has another layer of dirt I need to scrub through, I'm about to bust out the Dawn dish soap and maybe even a little bit of bleach and Mr. Clean and get to scrubbing with a nice little small circular brush and see if I can get this back to brown. I guess I should explain to you guys what I'm going to be doing to the mirror. I want to turn this mirror into a big, bright pink poof. Initially, I was going for a bright red, bright hot pink. I wanted to give like a Juicy Couture store type vibe, like a splat of color on the wall. So we went to Dolly Madison and Kelly's out here, and I couldn't really find a shade of pink that matched my vibe, or blue or green or red. I was a picky gal. And just as I was about to leave the store and call it quits and just get a basic ass baby pink, I saw this gorgeous shade of spray paint. And I'm praying to God that it actually shows up. But let me tell you. This is as cunt as it gets. I mean, come on. Be so real and don't fake a bit of it. Y'all don't understand. There is no other color or spray paint that could encompass me better. Look at my nails. I did my nails days ago, weeks ago, and this is an exact match. This is my staple color. I've been wearing this color since high school. Spooky. But this is the Rust-Oleum Craft and Hobby Imagine Intense and Sparkling Glitter Finish Rose Gold Spray Paint. This is breathtakingly gorgeous, and I hope it looks exactly how it looks on the lid as it does on the mirror. I've worked with glitter spray paints before. They could be a hit or miss. Rust-Oleum is a pretty reliable brand. When I buy spray paint, that's who I buy it from. So I have a lot of faith in them. The mirror is kind of dark, so I don't know if it would be better if I went in with a white spray paint first to like give it a nice pre-coat. I'm not sure. I have time to think about that while we're giving this a nice scrub down. So let's go ahead and get started with the dish soap Fabuloso and water and give this a nice little bathe. Smells like as I'm gradually cleaning it, I can smell, you know, and it smells kind of like clay. Like if you took ceramics in high school, which I did, it smells like molding clay or molding, which is basically just mud. Hey, I'm not gonna concern myself of the exact specific origin, but just want to give you a little inside piece. So if you know what this could possibly be, leave it down below. I think it could be like concrete dust or something like that, but I'm not exactly sure. And basically what I have is just a bowl full of warm, soapy Dawn dish soap water using this like car detailing brush that I got Bae. I actually got these for Bae in like a 13 pack because he fixes his fishing rods and shit like that. So I just nabbed one of these. But it's working pretty damn good for all these curves and crevices of this beautiful lady that we are cleaning. And then I'm just going ahead and wiping off the sudsy water with this dry cloth. And for anybody who could possibly be in the comments saying, oh, you didn't have to clean it off, it wasn't that bad. Your crack probably looked just like the before. I'm not trying to hear none of that. And some might even say, oh, you could have rinsed it off, oh, you need a little water. I hope when you wash your ass, you don't say, oh, you need a little water. I'm going down to detail. Let's keep going. I just finished up the mirror and cleaning that off. It's a little bit damp on the areas that I had to like really soak up. While that dries, we're gonna deal with the next orders of business. And in the meantime, in between time, get this handled. As I mentioned before, I don't really have a place or storage to put my clothes at the moment currently. So I figured that out the best way I could, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a refurbishing, I guess. Adam had this old dresser at his parents' house and he pretty much wasn't using it. So we went over there the other day and unpacked it, went through all his stuff, found a few things I didn't necessarily want to find, but you know what I'm saying. The past is the past. Girl, I thought I was gonna be scared. I thought I was gonna leave with my heart caved in, child, but it wasn't nothing in there for real, you know what I'm saying? He cleaned all that out. But we went over there. We took the dresser apart, but it was a little tattered and battered up. It needed a nice repaint, so that's exactly what I'm about to do. I picked up this white spray paint by Ace, just in a basic gloss white, and I'm just gonna go over all of the pieces so that when we put it together, it looks, you know, a little bit newer, more refreshed, and it doesn't look like a rundown piece of furniture. So yeah. Alrighty, y'all, so it is a couple hours later and I've literally just been sitting in this room working on this mirror, finishing it up with a second like run over with the dish soap and water, and it looks so much better now. This is a closer look. There is a little bit of traces of the like gray stuff, if you can see, but it looks a lot better than earlier today. Since I've been doing this for about all day, I'm going to leave the rest of this for tomorrow as far as the spray painting and hang it on the wall, and we'll see how that goes. I still need to go get another can of spray paint for the cabinet downstairs. But as for the rest of the day, I'm gonna eat dinner and see you guys in the morning. Hello, please excuse the ensemble because I just been chilling in the house, very comfy, cozy, laying in the bed. I just finished my lunch and it was quite divine. So it's a couple days later. Last time I saw you was probably like 5 days ago, honestly, but I had to pick up a few more things so we can finish our project that we have begun together. Yesterday I went to the hardware store out here and I got 2 more cans of the spray paint that I needed and a few more things to finish up this beautiful mirror that we have begun. As you can see, last time the spray paint wasn't really covering the color brown. It was kind of just adding like a sheen to it. So overall it kind of just looks like a bronze moment, but we're not giving bronze, we're giving beach Barbie. So I think I figured out an alternative to make sure that this nice rose gold sparkly dream comes fully to life. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the tarp inside my room, get ready down there, and I'm gonna show y'all what we about to do. Let's do a little supplies list, shall we? The issue that I was having with this is the spray paint was not opaque enough to cover the brown that's on this beautiful mirror. Like I was saying earlier, yesterday I went to the hardware store and I grabbed up 2 more cans of that paint, and it ain't cheap, baby. These are $23 a fucking can. But it will probably be cheaper in the US wherever you're at. So go ahead and take a look if you're trying to get this type vibe. Next thing I got was this home front acrylic paint. This is our solution. And lastly but not leastly, this bucket of white paint that I already had inside of my house. Clog it. Budget friendly. This dynamic duo is going to be our solution. I'm gonna mix these together and give a nice light coat of paint on top of this. I got the pink because I don't want it to be straight white. Even though this is rose gold, I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna show up. So we're gonna mix these 2 together, give it a nice little Picasso job, and see what we're working with. I can't lie, I was somewhat concerned with painting the acrylic paint on top of the glitter. Thank you. But I'm gonna be putting another layer of that glitter paint on top, so I don't think it'll really affect it that much. I'm gonna put a good amount. This is just like a cake pan that you would make like cornbread in. That's what I got it for. I'm doing. Come on. Terrible tutorial, girl. Then I'm just gonna fish out some of this white paint. I do have a plastic bag here. This is a mess. Like this is just a mess. Terrible. Come on, come on, come on. Do better, do better, do better. I'm 23 years old. I'm 23 years old. Black may not crack, but this brain got a couple fine lines in it. Hopefully that's enough to like show up. Where can I rest this now? I want this to be more of like a baby pink color, but I'm a little more pink. Cause I think that this will cover majority of the mirror. I'm not really concerned with it running out. So this is the color that we have. Looks pretty good. I did a little swatch and I like it. Baby pink ballet shoes. I'm gonna use my phone for the time lapse because my camera doesn't have that option. So I'm gonna go ahead and record a quick little cute little time lapse of me painting this, and I'll come back and give you guys a finished result. Alright, so this is how it's looking after 1 coat. It looks like shit, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it right now. It was kind of hard to get in all the cracks and crevices that are in this mirror just because I was using this. That's all I had. At least that's what I thought. Until I got creative, inventive, and got inspired, honestly. We're gonna use a fan brush that I got out of the hundreds of thousands of makeup brushes that I have. And this is the least used. Since 2015, this hasn't been picked up. So I wanna make sure that I can get into all these deep cracks and crevices and give it a nice, at least even coat. Cause I think that this would be fine. So if you didn't have any more paint or if you wanted to just leave it like this, I 100% think that you could, but just because I'm a little bit particular, I'm gonna go on with the second coat. I don't want to start fucking shit up, so I'm gonna let this dry maybe for like 5 minutes, but I'm gonna give you a last look of how it looks off the rip. I had a feeling I was gonna do this from the beginning, but hey, this is where we at. This is where we are, you know? And I'm not mad at it. It's just like, why did I even try to lie to myself in the beginning, you know? But let's do it. Hello, third and final day. Sister, after today, I'm not touching a can of spray paint for another cool 6 months. This mirror got about 3 more hours in me, baby, before I get thrown off this balcony. Not only are we going to be finishing up the mirror today, we're going to put the last final touches on my cabinet that I got downstairs that I spray painted and just did a nice little TLC too. We're gonna screw them pieces together, put it up in the room, and see where I could fit that, and put my clothes away so they're no longer inside of a hamper or hanging up or thrown on the bed or just out of mind, out of sight. Last time we talked, I was painting the mirror and I finished doing that last night. It came out really well. I did kind of like an ombre pink. I didn't do it just all one color because I just could never be basic and I could just never keep it simple or go with the original plan, you know? But it came out so cute, giving pink Barbie beach house. We still have to add the last glitter layer with the spray paint that we got. I did use basically half of the bottle that I got the first time, which was dumb. I should have just stopped when I saw it won't cover it. I bought 2 more cans, so hopefully this will cover the mirror. If not, it'll still be pretty because the paint is already cut. So I'm not really concerned. I just hope that it gives me the look that I want. I'm trying to make a game plan and just focus on one side for one can of spray paint and the other side for the next. And then just see how I get less. Maybe in the future I'll go get another can and we'll just repaint it. Look, I'm already talking like it's not gonna be enough because I already just have a feeling down here in the gutler area. I already moved the mirror on the balcony and it's just sitting here. This is how it came out. It is a little bit windier than I wanted. I thought it would be less windy today, but it's not, so. This is what we're working with. I'm gonna record a little time lapse on my phone and then we will see how it looks at the end. I am very excited because I'm finally ready to have my mirror look like how I want it to be and for my mirror to finally be up on the wall because I haven't hung it up until I finished it. This will just begin the transformation of my guest beauty room. So let's get it going. We have reached the finish line, y'all. It is a lot of days later since I last spoke to you. Honestly, it's been 2-3 weeks. But I've been trying to get the room together and figure out some type of setup, and I finally reached a decision, and I'm loving the layout. It's looking cute. I think this is a good launch pad to boost to the sky from here. The results are in. The mirror has been finished. I will say I'm beyond happy with the results. I'm surprised it came out so good, and I don't even know why I should be, because, you know, I just got good at motherfuckers' taste. I know what's tea. Like I told y'all before, I didn't have no vanity in here. I built this table myself, and I needed a mirror that gave beach Barbie glitter pink and encompassed me in this era and this lore moment of my life. The first thing I wanted to show you was the cabinet because I'm gonna save the mirror for last, best for last. So let's head on over to the closet and I'll give you a peek of what I done. Woo! This is the cabinet that I repainted, you know, just get a nice paint job. Like I was saying before, I didn't have a place to put my clothes or anything that didn't hang up, like tube top, shorts, PJs, all that. So now I have a shelving system nice and tucked away inside of this closet where I can kind of put all my clothes. And honestly, y'all, this ain't nothing new. It's just something that's used, but like I said, I just needed shelving. Instead of building a whole shelving unit inside, I just literally had to stick this in the closet. So it's 10 times easier than the alternative. But I got like my PJs in here, sweats, my bikinis down here, all my filming stuff, my hair bin, because y'all know I could have 6 of these, and I finally got all my wigs and hair stuff and extra down to 1. So I'm very proud. Then I just have, you know, like some extra makeup products, a picture from my cousin's baby shower that I went to from Lotto's pop-up shop. It's a little postcard, and I have like a whole bunch of these here. Baby picture of me, glasses, you know, just organization that I needed that I didn't have before. Let's not talk about these shoes in the corner because that is an issue for a later date and a future Tasia. Now, let's get to the good part.
Always coming, things are ever changing. 5-star dreaming that we will be living like we should be. I am not a pilot. Look at how I'm flying around the things that we decided. Find my peace and quiet, but the kids do not agree. Then you swear by your degree that you'd be smarter than me. Junior year, I got straight C's.
I just realized the mirror had a little mark on it, but this is how it turned out. I am beyond happy with the results. Oh God, oh my goodness. It embodies me better than anything. It doesn't, oh goodness gracious. Let me calm myself. I have never met a piece of furniture that embodies me more, and of course I had to custom make it myself because ain't no one gonna know me like I know me. And execute like this. I am beyond happy. I wanted beach Barbie fantasy, and if that don't give Barbie, I don't know what the fuck does. She was a fairy. Yup, she was a fairy. Yup, she was a fairy with a fatty on my daddy. I wish y'all could see the true color and the true sparkle of the mirror, but I don't know. On camera, it's not as intense as it is in real life. When you're standing looking at it, it's just pure iridescent sparkles. Even in low light, or especially when the sunset hits it, oh goodness gracious, it'll come down this window and literally just light this puppy right the fuck up. Spray paint held up way better than I ever thought it would. It definitely helped with the extra coat of paint underneath the spray paint to give it more opaque look and, I don't know, intensify that paint, because I don't think it would have been as gorgeous if I didn't do that. But one thing I would have done different is 100% clear coat this with like a clear enamel spray paint from Rust-Oleum, or just anything, or even epoxy if you really got the money like that, because that is not cheap. Like right here, just a few areas where if you really hit it or scratch it, the paint is chipping off. So maybe like a protective layer to just ensure that when I rub anything against it, that doesn't happen. I wanted you to be able to see the dimension and each individual sparkle on the mirror. So I don't know, maybe in the future I'll go ahead and cover it because I really like it. But I feel like at that point I could just go to the store, buy another can of spray paint, and retouch any areas that I might have messed up over the time. But yeah, that's the end of this video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this little DIY project. I had a lot of fun doing it. I haven't tapped into my DIY spray paint bag in a long time, and it was nice to pull it out of my arsenal. She's gonna be with us for a little while because I have a lot more to do in this apartment, and I'm going to bring you along with me for every step of the way. So stay tuned. I will leave the names and the links down below to all the products that I use and my Pinterest if you're looking for any inspo for your apartment or any spaces you're potentially decorating or renovating. I just got hella inspo for various things, so check that out. I'll leave it in the description. The next step is finishing this room and putting my personal touches on all the nooks and crannies of the room. But as for right now, I bid you adieu, and I cannot wait to catch you in the next video. So, see you later.